Hey, Miss Trinity, how you doing? Thank you so much for allowing me to do this reading for you. I was just looking over your questions, and you wanted to talk about, or look into, you had applied to two positions, IT positions, that would give you more recognition and also more compensation. And then you had asked about, there were two gentlemen that you were asking about if they were going to come back in and make an offer or reconnect with you in some way. And then you wanted to know if the love coming towards you would be new, within whom there is no history. So we're going to start with an animal energy for you, okay? And then we'll kind of get into the meat of your questions, okay? Let's get to it. What is the animal energy for Trinity? What can she benefit from right now? Animal energy for Trinity. Okay. Animal energy for Trinity, please and thank you. What's her energy in the last for advice? Animal energy for Trinity. Trinity, you got the crow. I don't think I've ever pulled the crow in a personal reading before when I ask about animal energy. You are the first, my darling, and I absolutely love this. So I just love that this came out for you. This is your energy right now. This is the energy around you. You know, the crow is an active energy, okay? They're active, and they're just calling me to speak on this in this way. Like, a lot of times, like, people can't have trouble discerning the difference between the crow and the raven, right? Those who don't know any better, they're like, is that a crow? Is that a raven, right? And they're calling my attention to, you know, what makes the crow, in one aspect, very different from the raven, is that they can't fly as high or for as long periods as the raven can. It's about wingspan and all of that good stuff. So they kind of hover a little bit lower to the ground than ravens do, but they also have to be very active because they also have to keep one eye out for somewhere to perch and land and rest or eat or, you know, whatever have you. So I'm getting that this is a very active energy for you. I do, you know, I'm getting here too that you're on the lookout. And what I'm getting, you know, what I mean by that is the crow is very vocal, very on the lookout, and they're very ready to speak up when there is an imbalance. And I'm, you know, or an injustice of some kind, you know, and I'm drawn to your name, Trinity 2, which, you know, basically represents balance. Trinity 3, triangle. Oh, triangle, right? So what I'm getting for you around this energy too is that I think that you intuitively feel that change is coming towards you. This is about change as well. And I love that because this is, you know, kind of affirming that you are tuned in, you are connected, right? You're not just asking these questions like willy-nilly, like, oh, I don't know if anything's coming, I'm just gonna see what she says. Your intuition is spot on. I just looked at my timer, it's 333. 333, number of the Trinity. Girl, okay. But yeah, they're very vocal. They speak up about imbalance or injustice. They don't, you know, they don't suffer fools lightly, is what I would say about the crow in this context as well. I love that this came up. This is also telling me that you are going to be receiving signs, and you probably are already, girl. But to an even greater degree, you're going to be experiencing signs and synchronicities from the universe. It could even come in the form of a crow, darling. It could be quite literal. So yeah, this is just a great way to start off here. We're gonna pull some cards. I want to start with work for you, and then we'll get into the love questions here. So you wanted to know, you applied for 2 positions, and you wanted to know if those were gonna come through. Oh, they're telling me something. You know, the crow is also about embracing the unknown. And I do feel, and I was getting this in your meditation, there is a call in you to embrace the unknown right now, which can be difficult when you are tuned in and you're feeling instinctively like change is coming, because crow is a harbinger of change every single time. This is the harbinger of change, absolutely. So it can be kind of a balancing act to kind of, embrace the unknown and not need to know what's around the other corner when you're getting these intuitive hits and signs from the universe. It's in our human nature to try and figure that out or like contextualize what it means. Okay, but this is very much about embracing the unknown. I do feel like you are being called to do that moving forward. Okay. Let's ask about these jobs that you applied for. Let's see. And you're in San Francisco. How lovely. Love San Francisco. Okay, what's going on for Trinity with these jobs that she applied for, guides and angels? Ooh, okay. I'm gonna get one more. Okay. One more. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna pull some clarifiers, but I want to show you what we've pulled so far. But I do want to get some clarifiers. So we got Queen of Cups here. Okay, just traditionally speaking, the Queen of Cups is someone who feels emotion very deeply and ain't afraid to show it. Okay, kind of wears the emotions on the sleeve. So I can tell that your heart is very much involved. Your emotions are very much involved with these jobs that you've applied for. It feels like you have your heart set on it, is what, I'm getting from Queen of Cups, okay? Now, we also have Five of Cups here, okay, which is loss. It's, we readers like to say it's that crying over spilt milk. There are these, perfectly lovely upright cups in the background, but, homie's too busy focused on the ones that have spilled. I also want to draw your attention to the birds in this key, which are starlings. Those are starlings, which represent, for me, starlings are about always, things are about to look up. So, and I think that that's why they put that on this card too, because it's a nice counter energy. Do you know what I mean? So then we have Two of Swords here, right? So you've got Queen of Cups, Five of Cups, Two of Swords. I'm going to pull some clarifiers, like I said. But this is about, taking a pause before you make a decision. But this is indicating, because it is the swords and not the wands, for example, it's a decision that is made with the head, right? It does feel like you're in your head somewhat at the moment, which is also another way of saying it's like when we are being called to embrace the unknown and we're finding challenges around that, it almost always takes us right into our headspace, okay? I am going to get some clarifiers here. Just a short little coffee break. Okay. They're pointing something out. Do you see how this man kind of looks like he's praying? And then the universe is over here like, we're bringing stuff, but he's so set on exactly what he wants. Trinity, be open to things working out a little differently than you think they might. But I'm going to get more clarifiers. Let's get a clarifier for the Queen of Cups, please. Queen of Cups. Clarifier for the Queen of Cups for Trinity. Ah, the Hermit. Sorry about the glare. Hermit, beautiful. Beautiful. Let's get one for the Five of Cups. Clarifier for the Five of Cups, please. Clarifier for the Five of Cups. Eight of Swords. Remember when I said that sometimes when we're being called to embrace the unknown and we're having challenges around that, it can take us right up into our head? That's exactly what this is. It's exactly what that is. I'm going to pull another clarifier, but they're telling me something about this. I'll speak on it in a second. Let's get one for Two of Swords. Yay! The Chariot card. Guess what the Chariot card is about? It's fast forward movement that's coming from a place of balance. This Chariot cannot run if it doesn't have all of its wheels on either side. I feel like the theme of this is really about balance and embracing the unknown for you. Okay, so this Queen of Cups, and look at how I have them lined up. is like she's kind of looking over here like, I really, really want this. I really want this turnaround. And then he's like, please give this to me. Please give this to me. And then you have the Two of Swords. See how she's blindfolded in the Two of Swords? I think that there are opportunities around you, or that will be around you, that you might be missing because your focus is so much on these jobs that you've applied for. But let's look into it more, okay? So we've got the Hermit to clarify the Queen of Cups here. So really, you know, the Hermit calls us to really take a dang break. Go inside of ourselves, right? This light in his lantern here is the star from the star card, right? Which represents a connection to the divine, seeking our answers from above and within us, as opposed to around us, right? So this is about really going inside and really mining your emotions around attachment to a certain outcome. That's what it is. Now, I understand from what you said in your email, it's like you want a position that is going to give you the recognition and compensation that you deserve. I love how you worded that, okay? Sometimes when we have our hearts set on something, and it doesn't come to fruition, and I'm not saying that's what's gonna happen with you, I'm just like speaking out loud here. It is because the universe is saying to you, okay, we understand that you really, really want this, but it's not a part of your highest and best good. It's not a part of your soul plan or why you're actually here on the earth plane. So we're not going to let that manifest for you because we have something better. Right? If we were to get exactly what we wanted, if it was like, you know, Magic Land machine and we just pressed a button and we got exactly what we wanted without it being in the highest and best good of all involved and in divine timing, it would leave us feeling empty at one point or another. Right? It's that whole saying, be careful what you wish for. Sometimes it's really great to be grateful for the wishes that don't come true. And I want you to think about that. And I know for me personally, I definitely can relate to that. Wishes that I made in my past, especially in my youth. I want this, I want this, I want this road. And then it didn't work out. And I was all like, why? And now I can look back years later and go, thank God that my wishes were not answered. Okay? Because we don't actually know what's best. It's spirit, right? Let's look at this Five of Cups and the Eight of Swords. I want to ask you something. They're calling my attention to something. I want to ask you something, Miss Trinity. When you were talking about getting these, you know, these jobs that you, you applied for two. You just want one of them. But these, you know, positions that you applied for, you said that you want the recognition and compensation that you deserve. Nowhere in that email did you say, because I love it more than anything and it's what I'm born to do, and getting one of these positions is going to allow me to live out my dream. I just want to call your attention to that because it's good information. Now, we live in the 3D world, so it makes perfect sense why you'd be like, listen, I've been working hard and I deserve recognition and compensation, right? But I want to ask you, just something to think about, Miss Trinity. Is this what you truly love to do? Is this what you truly, truly love to do? These IT positions. If you do love the work, right, would getting these positions be in your dream context of that work? I'm just getting an example here that I'm going to throw out. I really don't know anything about the IT world, but they're giving me an example that's pertinent. So let's say someone wants to be a lawyer, and they want it more than anything. They really want to be a lawyer. And they get a job at this huge law firm that makes all this money, but they don't have much personal freedom or say-so. They're kind of stepped over or stepped on by senior partners. And they're like, wow, I have my dream job, but it's not the dream situation. It's not the dream context. And then they find a dream job at like a smaller firm where their voice is allowed to be heard. Do you see where I'm going with this, Miss Trinity? It's like, okay, if this is your dream job, is it the dream context? If it is the dream context, okay, if you can sit here and go, this is what I'm born to do, IT work, and this is the company that I absolutely want this with all of my heart. It's what I have dreamed of. Queen of Cups can indicate that, right? If that is the case, then beautiful. What I'm getting here from the Five of Cups and the Eight of Swords is there are gifts and opportunities that lie. It feels like your focus is like very, very like, and I don't mean this negatively, my love. We have all been there, honey. Your focus is very narrow, meaning you're just looking at this and you want it to work out this specific way, and then the universe is crowing, at you. I can't believe I just said the universe is crowing. I've never said that before. But the crow is over here saying, like, we are going to work this out for your best and highest good, and you actually, in divine timing, and we don't actually know what's best as humans. Spirit does. Remember, being grateful for unanswered prayers, right? But you're very up in your head. You have your mind dead set on this. This is not an energy from which we manifest easily, okay? It does feel like there could be some rearrangement in your mental sphere and the way that you're looking at things and perceiving things that could really benefit from a shift. And I say this with all the love in the world, Miss Trinity. And listen, if I haven't been here myself, I wouldn't be able to speak on it. So I completely relate, darling. You're kind of coming across as an air sign, which is really funny because I know that you're a Capricorn. I don't know if you told me when your birthday was, but maybe you're a cusper or you're towards the end of the Capricorn. Either way, you might have air in your chart. But let's really talk about, because this is a prison of our own making. She can just undo these loose bindings, take the blindfold off, get her feet out the puddle, and go on home to her castle. So this is a prison of our own making. Your thought patterns, the way that I really want you to be cognizant of your thought patterns right now. Because if you are manifesting from a place of lack or like, I want this, I want this, I want this, and I'm not open to what's in my best and highest good, what you bring towards you, it's not going to be fulfilling. It's not going to be the right fit. Okay, I want you to think about something. They're telling me something. If you were to get one of these jobs, right? If you were to get one of these jobs, and I understand that you're in a miserable, you said that you were in a miserable job right now. So I'm understanding that listen, I've been in miserable jobs. That can very much lead to this. I think that's why we're seeing these cards this way. Because you're in a miserable job and wanting to move on from that so badly. The question is, do you know for sure that getting one of these positions is going to take you from this miserable job that you're in into your dream situation? Or is it just going to be another version of the misery you're currently in? This is only something that you can answer for yourself by tapping into your intuition. Remember something, they're telling me, expectations are limitations. Okay, Trinity, expectations are limitations. Two of Swords in the Chariot. Now this is what I'm completely obsessed with for you, right? But look at the blindfolds here, Miss Trinity. I think that there are opportunities that you are not seeing because you're human, totally fine, right? If you're really being called to connect in with your higher self, please meditate if you're not meditating already. The meditation is the fastest way to get out of this. The number one way. We've got the Chariot here. I do see that if you take some time to really figure out what fills your heart with joy, try not to look at it through a context of recognition and compensation right now, okay? Because there's something going on here. There's a sort of imbalance in the way that you're thinking and perceiving. You have such expectations around getting these jobs that it's doing something to your energy where it could be blocking you from receiving. That's just what I'm getting. However, let's talk about this freaking Chariot. This is balanced, fast, forward-moving energy. I am seeing here that if you actually take the time to release expectations around getting one of these jobs, that you're going to get it. Does that make sense? It's really hard to manifest what we want when we're just like, I need it, I want it, when, I really want it. I think you're thinking about this a lot. You are thinking about this all the time. And the universe is having trouble working with that. I see you getting new work. I see it coming in quickly. But it's really up to you as how that comes in and when that comes in. I think the crow is going to announce it. Be open, Miss Trinity. Just be open to what's in your best and highest good, because I do see you getting new work here through the Chariot, but there's some inner balancing that needs to happen on your end. Okay? I want to pull an Angel's card around that, and then we're gonna talk about love. And I know that I'm sitting over here and you're like, listen, just tell me yes or no. Like, am I gonna get one of these positions? And I'm getting that yeah, it's very, very possible, but it's not necessarily set in stone at this particular moment, because your energy around it's difficult for manifestation to happen when we're waiting on it and thinking about it a lot, which makes sense because we're human beings and that's how the mind works. But it's also, it's a form of the ego. When we're so dead set on something working out a particular way, the universe has trouble working with that. I do see you moving on to new work. I'm going to be honest with you. I am not positive one way or the other if it's going to come through this company that you mentioned. And I'm just going to be really honest with you. If it does come through, it looks like there's some inner work, realignment, rebalancing that needs to happen so that when you get this job, you can really look at it clearly and go, okay, this is my dream job. How much do I know about? I think you know a lot about the company, actually. I do think that they're telling me you have done your research, and I do see you getting new work quickly once you've made some internal changes. They're not clearly telling me whether or not it's going to be one of these two positions that you applied for, because it's funnily enough, they're telling me that there's some adjustments that need to be made for you energetically before that call is made. That's what they're telling me, Ms. Trinity. I want to get an angel guidance around this for you. Angel guidance. Okay, Zadkiel. Teaching and learning. Keep an open mind and learn new ideas, then teach those ideas to others. Absolutely. And you know what this means when this comes up for me is sometimes when we're going through a difficult time or we're learning this lesson of, realizing that expectations are limitations and embracing the unknown, right? It's so that we can turn around and help others do the same, right? But this is, what did we say? Keep an open mind. And this is saying keep an open mind. Keep an open mind. I promise you this is going to work out for your highest and best good. But you've got the eye of Sauron so focused on this that the universe, the crow, is like, yo, we're trying to bring you immense blessings. Can you consider the possibility that your dream position lies outside of this company, or maybe it's a different, department or side? I don't know about IT or the corporate world, but they're saying keep an open mind right now. I'm not saying they're going to offer you this one way or the other, but if they do, just really focus on really feel about it. Feel about it. You've done a lot of thinking about it. Feel about it. Use your intuition. I can feel that you're tuned in, okay? It's just, there's a lot of mind clutter, okay? There's a lot of mind clutter, okay? Queen of Cups, Five of Cups. You are very emotionally invested in this, but you're kind of not seeing some other option, or you're not seeing the gift. And if it doesn't work out, there's something here in the universe. I think the universe is waiting on you to kind of learn this lesson and realign your insides before there can be movement. But I did see the Chariot coming in, clarifying the Two of Swords. Okay? So we wanted to ask about love as well. I just really want you to think about how you worded, your email as well. You didn't say in there, this is like what I love to do more than anything, and this company is the company I dream of with my heart and soul. You're very much in kind of the 3D aspects of it, compensation and recognition, which you both deserve. You deserve both of those things, right? But I really want you to mind this out with your intuition and your heart, okay? There's information there. If you get offered one of these positions and you've done the inner work, oh, thank you, Spirit. If you get offered one of these positions and you've done the inner work and really looked at why you're in a Five of Cups place about it, why you're in an Eight of Swords place about it, Two of Swords about it, right? You're going to have a much better time going into that job because you've done the inner work and balance to see things clearly. You don't want to start a new position being up in this energy of like in your head, right? Does that make sense? Okay. So let's ask about love. You'd asked about, we're going to go a little long in your reading. I didn't expect to talk that long about work. But so you had said that there, is love going to be new for you? Someone with whom you don't have a lot of baggage or forgiveness isn't needed? Or if it was going to be one of these people from the past. So let's just ask about, they're telling me to start with romance angels. Cool. Okay. So I'm going to pull some romance angels around this question, and then we'll pull some tarot, okay? I do have a feeling that I got in your meditation, but I'm going to wait for the cards to speak. Because I'll tell you, well, I will say this though. I felt in your meditation that it's new. It's going to be new love that manifests after you've done some realignment balancing internally. Because you want to attract, you know, like attracts like. Do you want to attract someone where you are right now or where you want to be? Okay? All right, let's get some romance angels for love for Trinity, please. Love for Trinity, please. Wow, I'm obsessed. Okay. Yeah, oh my God, I was seeing that in your meditation. Is that enough, Spirit? Yeah, okay. I am obsessed with this. Free yourself. It is time to take back control of your life. This is very much saying, telling me, you know, it's affirming this is going to be new love. But do you see how this is basically a very similar image or idea, the blindfold that you got in your previous cards being trap of your own design? Remember? She can just take that blindfold off and just get out of that, you know, Eight of Swords energy. Then look at this unicorn. He can just bound up out of this fence. All he has to do is flop right over it. But it's a trap of his own design, right? Doesn't want to get out of there. And it says, it's time to take back control of your life. Okay? So yeah, I do very much feel that this is new love coming in after you've done some internal balancing realignment. Because I feel that there is someone coming towards you. Who you are now is not who you're going to be. This is a very transformative year for you. I'm going to tell you that right now. Even this month, even this springtime, summertime. Unicorns represent like spring and summer to me. So who you're going to be several months from now is not who you are right now. So if you were to, you know, meet a new person tomorrow, they would be energetically aligning with where you are right now. And then you're going to change and you're like, oh crap, I'm not the same person I was when I met you. And now we're no longer aligning energetically. Nobody needs a breakup that's unnecessary like that. So this is about new love coming in once it just feels like there's some realignment, rebalancing that needs to happen on your insides. Okay? Which, by the way, join the club of being a human being. Like, I say this with so much love and understanding, right? I'm there, we're all there. You know what I mean? It's just for you, it's really important because there's a lot of wonderful things coming to you, darling. I feel it. There's some realignment, rebalancing. You're not going to be the same person coming up here, moving into the year that you are right now after you do this work. And then I'm obsessed with this because we have make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. And what this is telling me, do you see how this little boy is like hanging on to this girl and she's not really like looking at him. She's like, okay, I'm going to look ahead. This is the new person coming towards you. And it feels like he is waiting energetically, right? Oh crap. Sorry. Energetically, he's not going to come in before you are fully ready energetically to meet him where he is. I'm going to tell you, this person coming in here is balanced. They don't look at things from a lack of perspective. I'm not saying that you do. I'm just talking about this person. Very true blue person coming in here. I think he's going to be really passionate about you as well. But it feels like he is waiting on you to kind of do some internal work and get in alignment, right? I'm hearing heart chakra meditation for you. Heart chakra opening and meditation for you. That's what I'm hearing. Which, by the way, you can all benefit from. You know what? They're telling me to get an animal energy. So I'm not even going to mention these ex people. They're not coming up here for me. But I'm going to pull some tarot and see if we need to talk about them a little bit. But I want to pull an animal energy for this person coming towards you. This new person coming towards you. Help you recognize them, all that good stuff. But I think you're going to recognize them. Oh my God, I just got shivers all over my body. Tiger. So the tiger is a divine feminine energy for me, and I love that this is the card that came out for him because he is going to be very did I say? It feels like the person coming towards you is going to be intuitive. I don't know if he's going to call it that. Do you know what I mean? I don't think he's sitting on YouTube watching these videos necessarily, but this is a feminine, nurturing kind of energy, and this is but someone who's connected with the divine, the divinity within and around them. Again, he may call it something different, right? But this is what it is. And you see how this tiger looks like about ready to pounce, and this little boy is like all about it? Yeah, this when you meet this person, he's going to be all about you in such a way where you may be this little girl a little bit and like, oh my God. So really work on issues of, really make sure your self-worth is in alignment as well, because that's coming up for me around you. He's going to be so different than anyone you've ever met, and he's going to be so about you to the point where it may be a little scary, not in a bad way, but sometimes it can be really kind of scary and trigger us, our feelings of self-worth, when someone is about us in such a way that we meet and they're all up in our face and they're texting and they're da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da, and not in a bad way, but it's just like, oh my God, like look at this little girl's face. She's like, oh my God, can I take a moment to think? So when this person comes in, your personal time, your free time, it's, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be about the relationship. So enjoy this time before you get what you want in love. That's what I'm hearing. Because your personal time, it's going to be all about him and the, you know, and that's how it is with relationships in the beginning. It's a lot of time and work. I'm obsessed that we got a tiger for this person coming. I'm completely obsessed with this. This is not about energy from the past. Okay? Let's get some oracle. Oh, you know what? Wait, I wanted to pull like tarot clarifiers for this. Here, we're going a little bit long. That's okay. Clarifier for make the effort, please. Clarifier for make the effort. Oh, did we literally get Queen of Cups again? This is from a different deck. Second time you pulled Queen of Cups. This is someone who's very connected to their emotions and kind of lets them show, but also kind of lives in them. And we got them for make the effort. And didn't I say this person coming towards you is they're gonna have you very much in your feels in a really beautiful way. Okay, so alignment and balance. Be in a place of receiving so that when they come in, it's like, wow, yeah, this person's gonna take up a lot of your time in a good way, okay, in a good way. If you've dealt with people who it was difficult to get a lot of time from them, or they didn't give you all the time that you wanted and needed and deserved, that's changing. Which is also maybe why you're gonna be like, wow, I've never experienced this before. Like, you really are all about me. Like, morning text, evening text, check-in text, calling you on the random, sending you all that good stuff. Let's get one for free yourself, please and thank you. Free yourself, please and thank you. Oh my God, I just got shivers. 3 of Cups, celebration and victory. Once you do this internal work, heart chakra meditation, please, please, please do it on the regular. Okay, Laura, the happiness coach, she has a channel, you may know her on YouTube, the happiness coach. If you go to her website, she has a heart chakra meditation for pretty cheap that you can play it over and over and over on her website. It is amazing. You got the 3 of Cups. This is what's coming once you do this inner work and free yourself and recognize that expectations are limitations. You are being called to embrace the unknown in such a big way, my girl. You're at the beginning of a journey. I think your intuition is going to pick up in a big way too. It's just hard working through our mind, right? Girl, this is beautiful. This is a beautiful way to end your reading. Beautiful things are coming to you. It's just there's a lot of like internal push and pull on your part. And the universe is over here going, let us take the reins. Let us take the reins. Have faith that it's all going to work out for the highest and best good, and let us work. Let us work this out for you, Miss Trinity. Let us work this out for you. So we're going to get some oracle cards for you, okay? Last messages for Trinity, please and thank you. Oh my God. I'm obsessed. I'm unapologetic about what I desire and trust that what I focus on will grow. What you focus on will grow. So let's focus about, you know, the job that you're at right now. Focus on the love within and around you. Focus on what you want from a heart perspective, from an emotional perspective. Your head is not working for you right now, girl. And listen, I'm an aqua. I hear that, okay? Your head is not a reliable source of information or comfort right now. Access your emotions in your heart chakra, heart chakra, heart chakra, okay? You know what? I want to actually get one of these. Okay, one last message for Trinity, please and thank you. You got the crow, girl. You got the crow, and that is just a huge symbol that the universe is working with you and for you, and I really think you're going to start seeing a lot of signs and synchronicities around things. Oh my God, they're telling me something. Hold on, they're telling me something. They're like, girl, Please relay this message. Okay, listen, listen, listen. Here's what they want you to do, what your guides want you to do. Sit down and meditate, and then allow your guides, angels, God, whoever that is for you, to show you a sign or symbol from nature, preferably, because it's easy for them to work with signs and symbols from nature. So go into meditation and say, let's decide on a sign or symbol. Okay, for me, it's always animals, right? And then let one come to you. Don't choose it. Just imagine yourself, if this works for you, sitting down in a dark movie theater and looking at a blank screen and then allowing an image to come onto that screen that they choose and not you. So let's say, for example, you choose a crow. And then you say, okay. If these jobs that I applied for, the 2 positions rather, are in my highest and best good, show me 3 crows in 3 days. Now, a crow can be a bumper sticker on the back of someone's car. You can be watching TV and then someone says, as the crow flies, it's a 2-day ride. Can come up, you also see real crows. They're telling me that that's going to be everything for you, or you're being called to access your intuition in a huge way right now, and they're telling me that that's going to give you more comfort and affirmation that the universe is working through you if you do this for yourself. So really ask for that sign, symbol, again, things from nature. It could be anything. It could be a pink flower, whatever comes that they choose, okay? They're telling me to do that. Oh my God. Oh, did I just say a pink flower? So we got gratitude. So this is all about the more that you are grateful for what you already have, the more you will manifest to be grateful for. Focus on what is working in your life, not what isn't. That's what the universe can work with, my girl. And do you hear that car honk? Yes, that's what the universe can work with, okay? Now listen, you also got ancestors here. What this is telling me in this context is when you're asking for these signs and symbols, you are just, I'm going to say it over and over, you are very much being called to connect with your guides, angels, God, spirit guides, whatever that is for you. They're trying to help you and give you information, okay? They're very much here for you. They're trying to bang down the door. You've got to give them time and space through active and regular meditation to do so. They're trying to get in. Have you cleaned and spun your chakras? I know that sounds like woo-woo. That's how we get information. That's our magic power. That is our wand from Harry Potter. When we cleanse and spin our chakras and open those channels up, that is the equivalent of like recharging our wand. I don't think wands need charging, but that's the equivalent of like recharging it so that we can have that superpower work for us. That's what I'm getting for you. But again, the more you are grateful for what you already have, the more you'll manifest to be grateful for. And that's just what it is. Girl, wonderful things are coming to you. I think they're going to come, as the crow says, in quick and unexpected ways. Okay? All right, Trinity. Again, thank you for allowing me to do this reading for you. I know it wasn't all butterflies and rainbows and peaches and cream, but I'm telling you, what is coming is beautiful, and this is a necessary time for you to transform like a moth or like a butterfly to receive all of these beautiful things, okay? All right, thank you again, Miss Trinity, and I so hope that this was of help to you, and be well.